This is a special edition of Late Night Health. I'm Mark Alyn. You know, it's been almost a year and a half since Americans have been able to go into the office. And we're going to be spending some time with workplace expert and DailyPay Chief Innovation and Marketing Officer Jeanniey Walden to talk about how when you go back using new technologies, that will keep you safe and, of course, happy. If you're safe, you're always happy. Jeanniey, welcome to Late Night Health.
Thanks so much for having me on.
It's true. People are starting to go back to work. I guess September, we're recording this at the end of, toward the end of August, but people are heading back to offices in droves. So no more pajamas, no more bare feet and shorts and T-shirts. We got to dress casual and get back to work, right?
Yeah, I don't know about the barefoot, but the casual pants, those yoga pants, are going to make it in the office still. There's been a lot of innovation around fashion design for both men and women. You can go into your local Target. You can buy the most amazingly comfortable pair of pants that also looks good for work. So we've got one benefit there right away.
Got it. And leave the flip-flops at home, people. I don't want to see that toe fungus, that's ucky. Going back to work, is that going to be a big change up from the old normal to the new workplace normal?
Yes, but in a very good way. So I think before COVID, the workplace had been fairly strict, looking at policies around flexibility and eliminating a lot of the perks that employees had asked for. During COVID, we saw a tremendous amount of mental illness challenges arise to the top of all of our employees' agendas, whether you were isolated with no one to talk to or trying to remain calm and sane when you had an entire household full of people that couldn't leave. A lot of people found that they were having a hard time struggling with COVID and certainly all of the deaths and illness that it brought to the table. So going back to work, a lot of employees are focused on ensuring there is a work-life balance. And that work-life balance includes flexible work schedules. It includes a more casual dress code. It's also focused on automating as much of the administrative tasks as possible to enable the workers to truly focus on their customers and provide the best service that they can. And, it even extends to pay. Giving people access to their pay as they earn it is one of the newest technologies and trends that's creating a lot of happiness and excitement about returning to work.
Can you explain that? In other words, if I work today, I get paid today instead of in 2
Yeah.
weeks or once a month?
Yeah, absolutely. So the technology's been out for a while, and large leading enterprises like a Kroger or a Target, a Dollar Tree, Tractor Supply, Flynn Restaurants, they've all been using this. And it's a technology that doesn't require any money from the employer. So it doesn't cost the employer anything to do this. And there's no change to their current workflow, so they don't need to hire anybody else to make this happen. But it automatically enables the employee to see how much money they've earned after their shift or a day of work and gives them the ability to press a button and have that money moved into whatever account they would like to move it to, checking account, savings account, pay card. And that's super powerful enough because 1/3 of all working Americans, no matter how much money you make, run out of money. They run out of disposable income or funds in between paychecks. So this really changes the game and continues to reduce that mental stress and anxiety that we all experience when our finances are a little off kilter. But even more than that, as we return to work, it makes the money available faster to spend at local stores and restaurants and entertainment venues to help get those small businesses back up to speed and where they need to be by giving them business earlier.
So what's happening is that this will help charge the American economy, making it healthier than it is right now.
Absolutely. And it's just one small change that's going to make a big amount of difference as we return to work and over the next few months. And so many small businesses have been challenged with having enough staff to stay open. Now, this will hopefully enable them to get money a little faster, while it enables employees to take care of their families and their financial obligations when they need it. I mean, could you imagine going to an ATM, trying to take out $100, and the ATM your bank says, "I'm sorry, you can't take this out until the 15th." Like, it's kind of silly. So,
yes, it is.
Once you've earned your money, you should have access to it.
What about the fact that there's so many signs out, especially in small business, looking for people to work? Is that going to change? Do you think more and more people will be going back and taking jobs?
Oh, for sure, for sure. We expect that to change pretty imminently as the extended unemployment benefits continue to come to an end. People that have been on the borderline of needing to go back to work versus being able to take advantage of other benefits are now going to need to start looking for work. So that will be good for many companies. However, it is an employee's market right now. We saw a big change during COVID where people who worked in hospitality businesses, whether it was restaurants or hotels or call centers, started to question whether that was going to continue to be the career they chose when they returned to work. Poor nurses and home health care workers are getting burnt out just because of the constant need and demand on their services. They're starting to shift careers or look at different opportunities. So I think it is going to be a little bumpy road for some employers, but overall we should continue to see labor shortage start to decline, and a lot of companies to get back to their normal state of business, if that even exists anymore.
Yeah, what's the new normal, right? Whatever that's going to end up looking like and being. In our last couple of minutes, any last-minute advice that you can give as we return to the marketplace in terms of pay, in terms of what kind of work is available, and what employees should do to stay safe, because we still have COVID residual, I'm calling it.
Yes, absolutely. And I think, first and foremost is to stay safe. I know there's a lot of workers who are returning and they themselves are vaccinated and taking all of the safety precautions, but have high-risk family members at home that they're concerned about. So first and foremost, talk to your employer or prospective employer about the flexibility they have as it relates to health. A lot of companies are putting in vaccination requirements and taking other steps to ensure that they're doing as much as they can outside of what we don't know about the variant to limit illness. A lot of companies are being very flexible based on your needs. So that's first and foremost. Put your personal needs as a priority. As it relates to pay, look for a company that's going to pay you what you're worth in the market. It is an employee's market right now. Look for a company that's going to give you access to your pay on demand. Look for a company that offers DailyPay. You can just Google DailyPay jobs and you can find them all there from many companies across every industry, and do something good for yourself. Take control of the money that you earn and your finances. And then when you do go back to work, enjoy it. It's like when you go to college for the first time and you have such a wonderful experience meeting new people and just celebrating being together. Do that when you go back to work and do it safely. But,
Jeanniey,
take the time to balance life.
Jeanniey, we're out of time. Is there a place that people can go to learn more about DailyPay?
Absolutely. DailyPay.com. Really
That's
simple.
easy, DailyPay.com. And by the way, our guest, Jeanniey Walden, has been named the Transformational CMO of the Year by the CMO Club. And congratulations on that. Jeanniey, thank you for visiting with us. I'm Mark Alyn. This is Late Night Health. We'll be back.